Hello and happy 4th of July here at Sam Boyd Stadium. We have 16 very patriotic trucks here today, and with this racing round, it is as usual. We have 16 trucks, only one of them can win, and it's the usual, Las Vegas racing style we're all used to here at Sam Boyd Stadium. So, with that little introduction out of the way, let's get on to round one of racing. Starting us off here in round one, it's the U.S. Air Force Afterburner and Rockwell Red. Coming out of Thunder Alley, Rockwell Red seems to be a little bit ahead. Entering his first turn up the racing lane, and your winner of round one is Rockwell Red, and U.S. Air Force Afterburner. We're almost rolling it over. Sure, they'll get whatever damage fixed by freestyle. Up next, we have the Patriot and Soldier Fortune. Both trucks roaring out of Thunder Alley, entering the turn here. Patriot hitting a crush car, that's going to put him in some trouble. Soldier Fortune rolling it over, almost. But the Patriot is your winner for round one. Up next is Soldier Fortune Black Ops and Max D. Soldier Fortune Black Ops having a little trouble coming out of Thunder Alley. Max D's already in the turn. Soldier Fortune Black Ops taking it wide, and it will be Max D is your winner for round one. Soldier Fortune rolling it over. Quite a lot of post-finish line action going on here in racing. Up next is Reptoid and Overboard. Overboard going a little squirrely in the straightaway. Coming around the turn here, Reptoid with a slight lead, and it will in fact be Reptoid taking the win for round one. Our next lineup is Captain America and National Treasure. During the turn here, National Treasure with a slight lead over Captain America. And it will be National Treasure beating the win over Captain America. Up next we have Medusa and El Toro Loco. Medusa not being all that straight in the straightaway. Coming into the turn here, both trucks are fairly even. But it will be Medusa who ever so barely takes the win over El Toro Loco. Up next is Bigfoot Military and Avenger. Bigfoot Military a slight lead over Avenger as they come out of Thunder Alley. Into the turn, Bigfoot taking it wide. And it looks like it won't matter as Bigfoot takes the win over Avenger. And for our final race in round one, we have USA 1 versus Gravedigger. USA 1 going a little over the line in the straightaway. Into the turn here. And it will be USA 1 beating Gravedigger for round one. Here we have the bracket leading into round two. Half the trucks remain. Rockwell Red, the Patriot, Max D, Reptoid, National Treasure, Medusa, Bigfoot, and USA 1. Quite a few trucks here, but let's move on to round two. Up first for round two is the Patriot and Rockwell Red. Very appropriate here is the Patriots in the blue lane, Rockwell Red in the red lane, of course. Entering the turn here, the Patriot took it a little too tight. Rockwell Red goes wide. Rockwell Red carries more speed and will beat the Patriot. Up next is Reptoid and Max D. Both trucks speeding out of Thunder Alley here. Reptoid with the slight lead into the turn. Maxi taking it very wide, which will allow Reptoid to beat Max D in round 2. Up next in round 2, we have Medusa and National Treasure. Medusa a little squirrely in the straightaway through Thunder Alley. Coming into the turn here, both trucks are pretty fast. National Treasure clipping a ramp, and that will let Medusa take the win for round 2. And finally for round 2, it's a couple classics here, Bigfoot and USA 1. Turn up the racing ramp. It's close, but USA 1 takes the win over Bigfoot. And now we are entering into the semi-final round. 4 trucks remain, but only one can be the champion. So, let's move on to our semi-finals. Up first is Reptoid versus Rockwell Red. Those trucks roaring out of Thunder Alley, entering the turn here. Rockwell Red taking it a bit wide. Reptoid having some trouble through the ramps, and that will let Rockwell Red take the win. And up next, it's Medusa versus USA 1. Coming into the turn here, both trucks seem fairly even. And it will be Medusa taking the win over USA 1. Over here in the red lane, we have Rockwell Red. Seems only appropriate as this red truck is in the red lane. They've been pretty fast so far, but let's see if their luck in the red lane will continue over their opponent over in the blue lane. Medusa. Medusa's also been fairly fast, but has also had some trouble through Thunder Alley today. But only one of these trucks will be our champion here today on this 4th of July. Let's see who it's going to be. With both trucks staged, it's only a matter of time for that green light. And off they go. Both trucks coming through Thunder Alley. Entering the turn here, both trucks taking it wide, Rockwell Red taking it very wide, Medusa having some trouble, and it will be Rockwell Red taking the win over Medusa here in racing. That's right, everyone, Rockwell Red is your winner here today at Sam Boyd Stadium for this 4th of July event. Now for a little celebratory freestyle for Rockwell Red to get a feeling for the track later on. And with that, I will see you again in freestyle.